Hello everybody, JC Science here, Science Medical Massage out of McAllen, Texas. I want to thank my client and friend that inspired me to do this video. He said he tried to look for something out there in the YouTube world, and he couldn't find anything. And he sent me an idea to do this video a week ago. And then just the other day he had TMJ and he calls me and he's like, "Hey man, give me some tips." So I gave him some tips and he's like, "You need to do a video about this." So here I am, I'm doing the video. Hopefully it helps somebody just as much as it helped him. And basically I told him, look into understanding which nerves innervate these areas that could possibly be contributing to that. And he's like, "Well, why does it happen?" Could be a number of reasons. Could be you're sleeping wrong. Could be you're grinding your teeth at night, and or just excess stress that's creating the tension in your neck, shoulders that are kind of contributing to that. The nerves that are innervating these muscles in the back of the head, the side of the head, and the jaw. The people that were doing the video, they called it the mouth joint, which is kind of funny because it is the mouth joint, but it doesn't stand for that. Which they mentioned. TMJ is it was a thoramandibular joint. But so yeah, here are the muscles that they were targeting. I hadn't seen the video before, but he told me which one it was, and they were just targeting these muscles. But what I added to the equation was also target the trapezius muscles. And then you understand, once you look up lesser occipital nerve, it kind of shoots from back here and it shoots up and it turns into the trigeminal nerve and it innervates these muscles here. Back muscle, this one, and that one. But alright, so the sequence is basically you can either do just your hands, or you can also include this magic wand here. You can buy a Target, Walmart. Make sure it's the Hitachi brand, it's the original source. There's a lot of knockoffs out there, and that one is cordless. It's about $150. So the ones on with the cord is about half that price, somewhere on there. So what I'm gonna do is try not to use your fingers too much. I'm gonna recommend not to use your fingers too much because they'll fatigue. They'll get tired, because you want to do these sequences about 1 minute to 3 minutes. So you can do it once or twice a day, whatever. You can do it after you jump in the warm shower, like have hot water running, just to kind of ease up the muscles a little bit. And I would like to recommend y'all to just lay down, relax for 1 minute to 3 minutes, just to kind of bring a state of relaxation, calmness, bring your brainwave activity down, to help promote a state of relaxation, so that it can create more potential for the healing to just kind of do its thing. So alright, so I'm gonna recommend either you want to start your trap, the upper scalp, just to kind of ease things into the whole transition of just trying to focus on relaxing and doing the movement. Everything you want to start kind of you're starting out from standard, like a car, you're a level 1 and then level 2 as far as depth, and you don't have to go to level 3. I wouldn't say just to go to level 3. As far as pressure, 1 to 5, I would just keep it 1 to 2, maybe 3 if you're okay with it. But I know you're trying to rush into getting better, but you got to understand there's a process for you to get to where you're at. So it's going to take a process for you to get away from where you're at. So it might not be this one time that you get relief. We might get a little bit of relief. He did, and I think he had his sister doing the massage for him, and he had her get one of those rolling pins to roll out. Down here in South McAllen or South Texas, we do homemade tortillas with the rolling pin. But I'm gonna use this here. So you want to create the sequence here. You can either do this up or down. I would suggest down, because they always say go down with the blood flow. And then after you do that about 1 minute to 3 minutes, then you can include another sequence where it's kind of like a wave. It's an angular force, so you don't want to always just compress down. You also want to include different forces to where you're kind of creating a separation of fascia, not just a compression of it. So it's an angular force, like a wave. So I'm pushing up against the muscle towards the spine, and I'm just doing that. So you do that, then you sequence it again with the minute to 3 minutes. So this session, this whole thing can go from either from 5 minutes to 15 minutes, depending on your patience. And then with here, you want to get this part of the hand, and you want to create that. You're tracing the temporalis muscle. I don't know if I showed you that, but I'll show you again. So just make sure you're getting all the way around and kind of like shaving in for 30 seconds. So again, I'm using this, and I'm using my entire arms just to pull down. You can also use this part of the hand and then kind of pressing down and up, down and up. Remember, don't use your hands, your fingers too much, and if you do, just use your entire arm just to kind of come down. So once you start doing this for about a minute to 3 minutes, then you can include like a cross fiber friction. So you're doing this movement to the origin of the temporalis, and you can just kind of trace down and then shift over as you kind of complete the sequence. So that's why I told him to get an idea of what nerves, what muscles are being innervated by those nerves, so that you can get an idea of where your hands are and what muscles you're trying to target. So then again you go back to the sequence of trying to just kind of do a long stroke from the origin to the insertion point down to like this upper bone. There's a bone right here, right by the earlobe. You kind of go there, and that's pretty much how far you want to go. That's where the masseter ends up starting. So the same sequence, you can do that to the masseter, the muscle of the jaw. There's another sequence we were taught in school where you kind of stick your finger in and you massage from the inside. I don't know if you want to do that. Make sure you wash your hands, but I'm not going to do that in this video. So yeah, pretty much strokes and then cross fiber strokes, and then you want to include this magic wand into the equation. You just target those trigger point areas. Trigger point is kind of iffy subject. I'm not going to discuss it here, but reach out to your doctor, your primary care physician, or your massage therapist and see what their opinion is on trigger point therapy. It's kind of very lopsided on how people approach that. Kind of lost in translation, the lingo of massages, or what is it called? A lot of people have different understanding on what trigger point therapy is. But I feel like a lot of people go overboard, so just keep it within 1 to 3 as far as paints go. I would say stay below 3, something where your body doesn't activate like a fight response to what you're trying to promote, which is a better state than what you're in. And we don't want to do too much to where you go backwards. We want to do enough to kind of promote the healing, to kind of push you forward, propel you forward in a way to where it creates a more stable environment within your body. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully if you find this useful, you can share or tag it to a friend. Again, my name is Signs Medical Massage, and I'm here out of McAllen, Texas. You can follow my social media, Signs Medical Massage. It's facebook.com/jcsigns956, and my website is jcsigns.massagetherapy.com. Currently in McAllen, Texas. I also do house travel. I have clients. I've gone to San Antonio. I did a seminar in Dallas, and I had a client up there. I also have some clients that I go to in Santa Elena. Clients out of here in Rio Grande City, Roma. No, not Roma, but I will soon. And have some here in McAllen that I do house calls for. See them twice a week. But those are like kind of like more patient, more serious cases. I deal with things from sciatic to plantar fasciitis to carpal tunnel to thoracic outlet to frozen shoulder, lower back pain, muscle adhesions, different muscle adhesions, different areas, tightness, that kind of stuff. So look forward to helping, being of assistance to anybody out there seeking some relief from pain. I don't only just focus on TMJ, so that's another thing. A lot of times people go and they think, oh, well, he doesn't know that. I just say, just try me, let's see what happens. Hopefully I can be able to help more people so that they can understand that it's not so much as chasing the symptom, but being able to interpret what is exactly happening, what's triggering what to create that response or that symptom that people are complaining about. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good one.